Hello. Um, it's me again. Yeah, so I've had an okay few days. Making this video basically to tell you about what's going on with the physiotherapy. Um, I saw my physiotherapist the other day again. I've been seeing her for about a year or something like that. And basically I spoke with her the other day and she said I have been making improvements, my joints, like my neck, my shoulders and my wrist, but they're very small improvements, and that in itself's really good, because that's what they're trying to do, make small improvements, because they don't want to go crazy and they don't want to go big straight away, because where my joints and my muscles are fragile, if they go big straight away, that could cause more damage. So basically they're tackling it step by step, a little at a time, and basically I've improved enough now to start the gym program at the therapy centre. So that's really good. I'll be starting that in a couple of weeks. So basically they'll be doing exercises in the gym with, I don't know, weights or something. I don't know. I've never been to a gym, so I'm not quite sure how it works. But nevertheless, we'll be doing exercises and they'll be able to target my upper body joints and my lower body joints. But they've got to go easy with my left hip, because of the state that's in. They don't want to make that any worse, because basically there's hardly any cartilage left there and it's just bone on bone. So they don't want to cause any more issues with that. So basically I think they're just going to be trying to work the muscles to strengthen them, because if we strengthen the muscles around the joint, it's going to strengthen the joint, and that will help my joints to stop subluxing. For those who don't know, subluxing is basically the joint dislocates, like a partial dislocation. And because I have a connective tissue disorder and hypermobility comes along with that, basically all my connective tissues in my joints are extra stretchy and quite weak. So my joints pop in and out whenever they like. It happens on a daily basis. Basically my wrist is permanently sublux at the moment. It won't stay in joint. This shoulder is sublux, it won't stay in joint. So I've been doing exercises at home from the physio to strengthen my shoulder muscles. So yeah, that's working out well. And basically at the moment I've still got to do a few home exercises which my physiotherapist has written down for me, and I've got to do them using these kind of things. They're called TheraBands, and basically they're just like really stretchy rubber band type things. The red one is stronger tension and this yellow one is weaker tension. So the red one I have to use on my wrist to do wrist exercises to try and strengthen the muscles in this wrist to stop it subluxing. These ones I need to do with to do exercises for my shoulder. Whether this all will work, all this physio and all this gym work, whether it's going to work fully, I don't know. But they're aiming to try and help me get a little bit of mobility back. Because at the moment my mobility is dwindling quite fast. I mean, a couple of years ago I was doing quite a bit of hiking and cycling and stuff. I could, a couple of years ago, I could walk all the way from Woolston to Victoria Country Park along Western Shore. I know a lot of you won't know what I'm talking about there because you don't know where that is, because I know some of you in America and Australia and other nice sunny countries. I'm stuck here in wet, horrible old England, but I'll just show you out of my window because I live right next to Western Shore. So hopefully I'll get the camera angle right. You could probably see there the shore, the water, and so basically there's a path that runs all the way up from where that cruise ship is, if you can see it in the dock sort of next to this building there. Right the way up there I go from, all the way down along and sort of past my building where you can't see, all the way up through Netley to Victoria Country Park. And I used to do that probably in the summer months once a week maybe. Now I struggle even to do like a 5-10 minute walk, because of the pain in my legs and my hips and my neck and my shoulders and my back, but also because of the fatigue. I mean, because the fatigue hits me like a brick in the face. My legs stop functioning, my whole body basically stops functioning. My legs become like lead weights and they won't move, and then I just basically collapse. So lately, the past year or two, I've been too scared to go out and try to do any hiking or cycling because I don't want to end up collapsing in the middle of nowhere, and especially if I'm riding a bicycle, I don't want to be collapsing and falling off of that, especially along busy roads, because that's not going to be safe. That's just going to cause more hospital visits and more health issues. So I don't want to be doing that. So basically the past couple of years I've been stuck indoors, same four walls, doing nothing but housework, watching Netflix and playing Xbox. And that kind of, I guess, has sent me into a bit more of a depression. And obviously when you're depressed you lose all, what's that word? Motivation. You lose all motivation anyway when you're depressed. So it's a case of now trying to beat that, and obviously with the spring summer months on their way, not that it looks like they're on their way at the moment with them horrible black clouds, but spring and summer's just around the corner, so hopefully warmer weather, and warmer weather I do a lot better in, because let's face it, you ain't got that cold nagging at your joints. So hopefully I can get back some mobility, and this is what the physio wants to help me do. Try and get back some mobility. I'm not going to be ever going to be 100%, and to be honest, I've never been 100% in my life. But if I can get back roughly to 50% mobility, that would be brilliant. That would be amazing, because then at 50% I would be able to maybe do some hiking and maybe a little cycling. I'm probably not going to be doing 33 kilometres or whatever again, like I did on the, like, what was it, 3 years ago on the, it was in 2015, the Isle of Wight walk that I did to raise money and awareness for Marfan syndrome and Marfan Trust. I'm probably not going to be able to do anything that big again, but you know, as long as I can get out of the flat, get some fresh air, that would be brilliant. So hopefully I'm going to be working on that. And whilst I'm working on that with the physios, I myself am going to be sorting out my diet again, because that has slipped as well. Because obviously with depression you tend to comfort eat, and my comfort foods involve a lot of sugar, a lot of fats, a lot of unhealthy food. So I need to cut back down on my sugar, because before, after my heart surgery, I did brilliantly with my diet. I cut out all sugar. I was down to 0 sugar in my tea. And now I'm back to something like 3 or 4 sugars in my tea. So that's got to stop. So I'm gradually bringing that down. I mean, today I only had 2 sugars in my tea. So hopefully over the next week or so I can cut that down slowly and gradually wean myself off sugar. And now what I'm doing as well is swapping the sweets, the bags of sweets and the cakes for fruit again. Because that is something that slipped as well. I stopped buying fruit and just bought cake instead. I do love cake. Cake is brilliant, but being borderline diabetic, it's probably not a good idea. So it's going to have to be fruit, I guess. I do like fruit as well, but I like cake better. So that's going to be a tricky thing to do. Sort out my diet. I mean, I'm still eating the corn stuff because I actually quite like that. And I made some really good recipes with the corn mince and the corn chicken style pieces and all that sort of thing. And I've been eating a lot more fish still as well, so that's good. I've gone mad on the bacon though on the side. I've been using that like it's a condiment, which probably not brilliant, but that's one thing I won't stop is bacon. Bacon is like, I don't know, bacon's like gold, I guess, with me. It's too precious to let go. But you gotta have one. You gotta have one luxury food, haven't you? Really, one guilty pleasure. But yeah, so hopefully in the next few weeks, be sorting out my diet and sorting out my mobility, and hopefully I can video my progress for YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to see any progress, obviously you may see some videos on the YouTube, but also I do some live videos on my Facebook group, which is Suki's Vlogs, obviously the same as a YouTube channel. So if you want to see any of the live stuff I do, jump on over there. Also, if you want to post anything on my Facebook yourself, like any physio you're doing or any health issues that you're trying to overcome, or if you're starting a new health diet, anything really, post it on there. Let me know what you're up to, you know, and maybe we can share some tips. I don't know. But yeah, I've got to get back to housework. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I will see you all later. Bye bye.